Hi guys, welcome to World of Knowledge. Today we are going to discuss about the Earth and its moon. For that, we should know what is a satellite. A satellite can be a moon, planet or machine that orbits a planet or star. For example, planet Earth is a satellite since it orbits the sun. The moon is a satellite because it orbits Earth. Satellite is a word that is often used to refer to a machine launched into a space and orbits the Earth or another body in space. Several artificial or human-made satellites orbit Earth. Some take pictures of the planet that help meteorologists predict weather and track hurricanes, while others take pictures of other planets, the sun, black holes, dark matter, or faraway galaxies. These pictures help scientists to better understand the solar system and the universe. Now we are going to discuss about the Earth's moon. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite. Although not the largest natural satellite in the solar system, it is the largest among the satellites of major planets that is relative to the size of the object it orbits. The moon is a cold, rocky body that is about 3,476 km in diameter. It does not have a light of its own but shines by the sunlight reflected from its surface. Now I am going to talk about the moon's atmosphere. The moon has a very thin atmosphere, so a layer of the dust can sit undisturbed for centuries. Heat is not held near the surface without much of an atmosphere, so temperatures vary heavily. Temperature ranges from 134 degrees Celsius to negative 153 degrees Celsius. The moon has a much weaker gravity than Earth due to its small mass, so one would weight about one-sixth or 16.5% of their weight on Earth. One moon rotation lasts for the same amount of time that it takes to orbit Earth, and therefore the same side faces us. While it is orbiting, its appearance keeps changing as sunlight falls on different areas on its surface. While it orbits, the side where sunlight falls reduces and then grows. When it faces the sun, it is fully lit up. We refer to this event as the full moon. These changes in appearance as refers to phases. It takes 29 and a half days to complete an entire cycle of these phases. The moon has a distinct crust, mantle, and core. It has a very small core that consists of only 1 to 2% of the total mass and is roughly 680 km wide. It mostly consists of iron but may also contain large amount of sulfur and other elements. Its rocky mantle is about 1330 km thick and made of dense rock that are rich in iron and magnesium. The crust on top is about 70 km deep. The outermost part of the crust is broken because of the large impact it has received. A shatter zone that gives way to intact material below a depth of about 9.6 kilometers. Moon's surface is covered by a mud-like layer that is several meters thick. On the moon's surface, this mud-like substance is fine. As you go deeper, the size of the particles starts getting much bigger. Solid rock lies at the depth of about 16.4 feet down on the moon, and the soil is 32.8 feet deep in the mountainous region. Asteroids hitting the moon's surface resulted in soil getting formed at a rate of 20 km per second. As a result, the rock got squashed and craters were produced. The moon's surface took form a few years after it became into existence. A few billion years of continuous asteroid showers were forced by volcanic welling up from the moon's interior and filling low-lying regions. The spots that we see on the moon from Earth are the craters that are formed by the asteroid collision. According to modern folklore, a blue moon is the second full moon in a calendar month. In the month, there is only one full moon. However, a second one could also occur. Full moons occur after a 29 day cycle whenever Most months consist of 30 or 31 days. Therefore, two full moons can appear in a single month. This phenomena occurs every and half a year, on average. Is the moon really blue? The date of the full moon does not affect the moon's color. The moon on 31st July is usually pearly gray. Interestingly, there was a time not long ago when people saw blue moons almost every night. Full moons, half moons, and crescent moons were all blue. On some nights, they would be green. Why does it turn blue? In 1883, an Indonesian volcano named Krakatoa explained scientists equate the blast to a 300 megaton nuclear bomb. Pumps of ash rose to the very top of Earth's atmosphere, making the moon's turn blue. Krakatoa's ash is the reason for the blue moon. White moonbeams shining through the clouds emerged blue and occasionally green. Blue moons lasted for years after the eruption. Other less potent volcanoes have turned the moon blue as well. Blue moons were also observed in 1983 after the eruption of the El Chinon volcano in Mexico. There are reports of blue moons caused by Mid St. Helens in 1980 and Mid Pinatubo in 1991 as well. Now I am going to discuss the Earth or the Moon came first. The Moon is thought to have formed nearly 4.5 billion years ago, not longer after Earth. Although there have been several hypotheses behind its origin in the past, the current most widely accepted explanation is that the Moon formed from the debris that was left over after a giant impact between Earth and Mars-sized body named Theia. That is all about the moon. Now, today's fun fact is the word month is derived from the moon's 29.5-day period of orbit around Earth. The phases of the moon are tracked on a lunar calendar and is different from the Georgian calendar. And if you like this video, please subscribe, share, and press the like button. Thank you and have a nice day.